Is coming.
Yes.
Hey!
Now we're all here. There's a party. Alright. And I'm invited. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, you created it.
You are the
I created it.
Well, Stefano, we just want to hear your latest creations. I'm here with Claudio. I mean, we're excited.
Yeah. But in my opinion, is better to show a bit what is the concept of physical modeling. Mainly, the market offer two type of choice. The sample-based instrument or synthesized instrument. Physical model is a type of a synthesis to emulate acoustic instrument. And we start a lot of years ago, in 2011, with the first, thank you, with the first instrument there was the saxophone. This is not possible with a sample library to play in this way. And also to shape
This makes you laugh.
Yes, exactly. It's so
Incorrect
surreal.
response, but it's natural response because it's a keyboard.
Yeah, it's a keyboard, but
Doesn't sound like it.
also you can change subharmonic or more clean sound.
That's the first one you did?
Yes, the first instrument.
Oh yeah. This is a lot smoother.
Growl, and this is was the first instrument. But I love very much. I don't know in English it's correct to say I love very much.
You do?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's what we say to people. Same.
The flutes. Why I love the flutes?
Oh.
For that reason.
Oh, yeah.
Now I show you why I love flute.
Oh yeah.
For this reason. Because they respond a lot the way you play. For example. Or.
Peter Gabriel immediately.
So flutter tongues. How do you get the flutter? You push?
I assign, you can assign to control, and now I have assigned to aftertouch. But with MIDI, you can assign dynamically. We can assign to every knob or controller you want. Okay. But the most important thing is that flutes is a very simple physical model because it is only a pipe. So you have mainly one articulation flute. It's strange to say, but is the dynamic. This is vibrato. I make it more faster. Is the same articulation. Is one articulation, different speed, simply. Or
Wow.
thank you.
Hey, some nice lines too.
Hey, I don't just speak, just so to speak.
And okay, to go faster because I want to show you the last baby.
Yeah.
1 second.
Go, man.
1
Oh,
second.
Man,
Eh?
Yeah, it was the first question.
jeez. Yeah, three wingmen.
Yeah.
This is a pure physical modeling, also the trumpet.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Some comment.
Yes. There is not any sample inside. It's pure synthesis.
Pure synthesis.
Pure synthesis. And
Next.
next.
Sure. Keep us laughing. What a crazy thing. We're really laughing even more on the trumpet.
Yeah.
We're just responding naturally because it's otherworldly to hear a keyboard, I guess, right? Like, where's the trumpet player?
Yeah.
Who's breathing?
Now, briefly, the solo strings.
I gotta stop laughing. This video just.
Also,
These guys say. They say next, so I just keep laughing.
pressure, very light, opposition.
Oh, sul tastos.
Yes,
sul ponticello.
harmonics. It's a model
So just so people know, sul tasto is more towards the
Yeah,
fingerboard,
yeah,
and sul
exactly.
ponticello is more ponticello is like a bridge.
Yeah.
So you play more towards the bridge, you get a different kind of sound.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Stefano didn't even leave that out. He put that in. That there's a different color, but I'm hearing nuances smooth as you're going. So just so everyone knows, this is not like going between samples. It's not. It's not
It's a
mixing
continuous.
levels between.
You can also combine the articulation. If I want to play a crescendo during a portamento or diminuendo, but also during with harmonics or during, for example, tremolo, I can play.
And this,
You can change it. You can control the.
You can put all of those on pedals, right? You put them on pedals and you're driving it.
well, you know I would because I have a lot of pedals.
yeah,
I like to control the pedals.
It's,
When I did the
people-
synclavier, earliest orchestral simulations with samples, I had 5 or 6. I made a custom pedal board because to get the level of nuance, you have it now under the fingers, which is it's kind of better. And then you use the pedals just for overall things, because the nuances of your fingers much more rapid, right?
Yeah. Great. And now, okay, finally.
Finally.
I'm not sure what good influence I'm having on this group. We'll see.
True.
Okay, now
And that's
I will
it.
set. Okay, initialize. Okay, check the position. Okay.
But we've been at NAMM all day doing a lot of stuff, and this is waking me up. Big time. Really.
Thank you. There is
This
no
is
sample.
a section, though.
The
This
X
is
is
not
a
solo.
section, you're right.
Wow, the sliding is. And what about the bowing? Do they all bow together? Is that how the session's designed?
Sorry,
They bow,
how they bow,
They all.
like-
Do they determine the bows? It's all together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They are all together.
Yeah, but with a small randomness.
Because I feel it's so realistic.
Is exactly like the solo instrument, but more instance with different body, more random in expression, in pitch, but also most important is the geometry of the reflection that is different for every position of the instrument. So now we are playing the Divisi, four cellos Divisi, and the instrument inside this group is just a bit spread in the space to avoid the phase cancellation.
So, it's Divisi. So if you play 2-note chord, it goes 2 and 2?
Each plugin each is a Divisi. So you have each track is a Divisi.
Each track, okay.
And are mainly monophonic, mainly not real because you can play double stop, 2 notes for each instance. But the idea is to allow the composer to create the single line of the Divisi. So with 6, 7 tracks, you create an orchestra. Every track with his control, his expression.
So how many? What if I want how many celli are in the unison mode? When you play right now, how many celli is it supposed to be?
Now it's 4.
It's 4.
Sorry.
3 and 5.
3 and 5, but you have 4. Oh, anywhere in between.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, or 5.
These are 3.
I see.
And for them 5.
Right.
It's more dense.
And much thicker.
Yeah.
If you want more, you add
Another instance.
Right. Oh, and it's different? It won't phase?
No, it's impossible. No, look. It's impossible. It's impossible.
In your world, in a normal world, that's the first thing that happens in a normal world.
Yeah, this
it's impossible.
It's impossible with our instruments. With
This
our
is an Italian session here, yelling at each other.
with our instruments.
How many Italians does it take to make a plugin?
Look. Now I show you why. Because now, when you open another section, another instance, automatically choose another setting of body, random, and position automatically.
It's different instruments.
So they communicate.
So they know who's missing.
They know, yeah.
So
Wow, you guys are great. Does everyone understand this? Because when you have strings, like for instance, let me give you an example. Like if you don't have a budget, maybe in the past, sometimes you would have 4 celli. No, you wouldn't even have that many. You'd have 2, and then you would double them. And then what they would have to do is, like when you saw his room simulation, you might move them around in the room because you're trying to avoid phasing. You want to make them sound different. But what they're telling us here is that every time they pull up another cello, it's like a new person that comes in with a new instrument, right? And in a different place in the room if you decide, and you can put them wherever you want in the room.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
So there is a default position when you add a new instance, but then you can move around in the room where
And each person's vibrato is a little different too?
Yeah, exactly. This is
Like
only,
style, depth, speed, a little bit, right? Randomized.
It's got. You can also control the speed, but they are just a bit different among.
And did
the
they change every time I play the key? It changes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's already leaps and bounds because a sample. I want everyone to really know the level that you guys have done because I didn't know. So on a sample, every time you play the same note, you're getting the same level of depth, of vibrato, speeds of vibrato, and the same interaction of all the instruments. What Stefano has done.
Now I show you. This only
It's
one.
different.
Only one. When I switch on the other. Are 8 cello that are playing.
Now that's 8.
Yeah. 2 is, but I can. Probably I have to detune it just a bit more to. This is the second cello, Divisi 2, so another set of body random. Random is always different. Is not like a sample that is always the same when you trigger the note. It's a synthesis, so is always different. Also, the other instrument is Divisi 1 in this position and Divisi 2 in this position. So you can
move.
Okay, the software tell me that I'm on the legs or the other, sit down the legs of the other
You
instrument.
cannot overlap two
Yes.
sections because they cannot stay in the same position. So the software warns you when you are overlapping.
There is no sample.
You have it so under control.
And,
Is
and
it-
it's like, so it weighs literally just a few megs. What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I don't know. I don't remember, Lele, how many mega.
Megabytes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe 200 megabytes.
For all instruments, not for cello.
For all of them.
so you could get the whole orchestra playing at once
Yeah, yeah.
in RAM, right?
Yeah.
And does it play two notes? Can you play two notes?
Yes.
And will it will it split it? Like if I have, 8 celli on one note and I play two notes, will it go 4 and 4?
Yeah, you have to play in two different tracks in this way.
So you have to set how many
Yeah.
there are, and then you do the divisi separate.
Yeah, it's a concept like to play in divisi style. So one,
Yeah.
for example, averagely 7 track, divisi a violin 1, divisi 1, value second, sorry, violin second.
Second violin.
Okay, second violin, and the violas, maybe 2, one is cello, one cello, and one
I
double
never
bass.
really devised them. I mean, it's just for me, it's just strings. Do you use the Divisi and the viola and
With a real string section, you
Some-
have to. For
You have to.
transparent things, you don't want to have thick. Sometimes more beautiful to have thin, transparent sections, and then thick. It gives you more color change. When you hear it back to back, it makes a difference.
Right.
You're doing just a pop thing all at once. It's like it's strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just general.
It's a
string.
line. Yeah.
Yeah, which is great too. That's in pop song. You lose that nuance. It's
Yeah.
a waste of time sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got some nuance here. This is incredible.
Yeah, but it's nice because you can change also.
But the articulation you could just do on one pass. Because
Yeah.
in the past, I would have to do pizzicato pass,
Yeah.
tremolo pass, arco pass,
See?
muted string pass, on and on.
Yeah.
You got it all in one pass. What about mutes?
Sordino.
Sordino mute.
Con Sordino.
Yeah. I analyze a lot of Sordino, realistically, and the average change is very small. The change from
Yeah.
Sordino and non Sordino. It's more a volume and is like the spectrum change depend of the notes of the range.
Yeah. It matters when you play chords and everybody
Yeah.
is con Sordino, you get just some more soft, transparent sound. Well, you maybe one note you don't notice as much, but these little details make a difference.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I don't know which Sordino sound is the right sound because one time I discussed with a friend of mine that is a viola player, and which Sordino do you prefer? Yeah, he have in his
Right.
bag 10, 5 different types
Yeah.
of Sordino.
There's different mutes, different
Yeah.
violinists have
Yes,
different mutes.
change a lot
But a
of
lot of
stuff.
times the section, whoever's the concert master will tell the players bring these type of mutes so they have some consistency, It depends. If you're a composer, you can talk about that ahead of time and they come prepared. But you have chosen, you still have the option for mutes here.
Yeah, yeah. And
Hits is when you play the strings like a guitar.
normal pizzicato and like probably I can improve that but
But that's almost impossible to play.
okay
You don't even have to go that crazy.
okay, okay. So, sorry
So they'd be like,
I'm not a good composer so
oh, you play fine.
No, you play
play
great,
fine.
man.
yeah and
And spiccato, you even cover that?
spiccato is okay this is a very important question spiccato is the style you play. For example, when you play in this way staccato is spiccato. When you play very hard, it's more marcato. When you play overlapping the note, you play slurred. If you play staccato with sustain pedal, you play détaché. Look at the bowing.
And détaché is where there's like a slow attack on the sound.
Yes, but the bowing is always on the strings and it move always without.
And on the string bow, he means like if you were to do a sforzando, you would come off the string and hit the string hard. On the string, you put the bow on the string, and then you can get that attack to slow down.
Yeah,
Just want to explain to everyone, because not everyone knows all these Italian terms. You know? And you know, and the music, the Italian terms, we're not just using them because everybody's Italian here.
Fortunately,
These are the terminology that string players know.
Yeah, my English is very, very bad, but I can speak. I can say better than you. No, Claudio, no.
No, you can.
The spiccato. Crescendo, diminuendo, fortissimo, pianissimo.
We know all of that, but your software speaks in all languages.
Stefano, direi.
Sì. Okay. Can show you that I can play very close with is like is a similar quasi anechoic. Oh, small. Or, for example, very large.
All different rooms, different reflections.
And very far. This is not convolution reverb. It's algorithmic that take into account the geometry of the reflection. Is a very complex algorithm.
Is it more complex than convolution reverb?
Yeah, complex is not. Is like
more
a
accurate?
stupid algorithm because it's recursive.
Convolution is just like a snapshot of the reflection in that
Moment.
Like a sample.
in that place.
It's back to
in
sampling.
that position.
Yeah.
It's like sampling
Yeah.
a room. With that algorithm, you compute every time the reflections and the tail in real time, depending on the position, on the materials of the walls
And the angles.
and the angles and so on.
Maybe, what about the quality of the sound or the volume of the sound too? Would it change? Wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you have a far mic in a far position, the volume is lower, but the reverb is
The time is
mix-
longer.
Yeah,
Stays long.
long, and
The-
also the balance between the direct signal and the
Yes,
tail
mainly.
is different.
Can we hear a quick dry signal?
Is not possible to set it totally dry because it's important to come si dice, maintain the early reflection for differentiate the
Right.
four instrument inside.
Because that
So-
always exists.
But you can switch off totally the reverb and so you. For third-party external spatializer, but it is not switched off.
So it's like recording in an anechoic chamber. And
Which means no reverb, no
reverb, but you
slap.
need anyway the position of the players. So you cannot have four players on
Yeah.
the same chair. So that's why we cannot disable the
Right.
room simulator. So it becomes like an anechoic chamber.
Got it.
Right.
We'd love to hear also just like all the different instruments you've done quickly, just like go through
Demo that goes.
anything, if you have different instruments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
braccio.
I love the French horn. It's amazing.
The final part I love, the theme I... Viola. Un po' presto tu. Violin. I love the theme now. It's incredible to think that it's a synthesis.
Oh my God. I mean, it's truly new heights of expression for orchestra because, I've been slogging through orchestra for decades. I really stopped doing it a while ago because it never could get, I see this level of bowing too. Sometimes it's 2-note phrases, sometimes it's 3-note phrases.
But
What's determining? Are you
it depends
pedaling?
how now.
Did you notice that?
Oh yeah,
It would
yeah.
do,
It's because of how hard you
Depende-
play.
just the way you would bowl.
Depend. When now I cannot play because there is a multiband compressor that I have
Okay,
1
that's okay.
second of the
Yeah,
delay.
of course.
But you're controlling the phrasing of the bowl.
When I show before that, if I play with a sustain pedal staccato, play détaché. But if I overlap the note, the bowing continues.
I know, but also you have the bow. Like if I put a phrase over 4 notes, it's phrasing do,
Yes,
4 notes. And then the next one's 1 note, and it stays 1 bow this way over 4 beats. And it's not always just every 4 beats bowing.
Yeah.
It's phrased the way you would phrase the music.
Yeah, I think it's also a function of how hard you push, because of course if you want to play harder, then you have to go faster as well. So it's a function exactly. You go when you play harder, you have to go faster. So the thing accounts for it.
Right.
It's like to sing.
Exactly.
It's like to sing.
Good notice. Yeah. Good observation. And the sample would just be going bum 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 every time. I'm exaggerating, but that's
the
happening.
sample is conceptually a transient machine. With the sample, we have tried to express something in chunks of note on, note off, something that is transitional in a constant way. So the point of modeling is that you're modeling the behavior.
Yes.
And then it's how much breath you put into it. That's not a MIDI note. That's a vector.
Yeah.
And that translates to the behavior of music.
So, right.
Yes,
Because the behavior of the instrument is why the music behaves like in long phrases, and you breathe. Like when you conduct, you breathe into the
Yeah.
phrase, and then the musicians naturally
Yeah.
do it. And this is the first time I've ever heard like an instrument, electronic generated instrument, address that music.
Thank you.
I mean, like
Thank you.
chills and everything. I'm just,
Dude,
it's
I think you
nuts.
should at least try. Can you let him try the flute?
Well, but
Yeah.
before, I want to hear a French horn solo too, because
French
that
horn solo,
sounds
French horn solo.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that sounded
But
awesome.
French solo is only one French horn.
Good.
In the demo, there are
Four.
2 French horn and 2 trombone
I see,
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is good because I want to hear. That's a very difficult instrument to
Yeah.
simulate.
Of course you have to do that.
I don't know the key. Maybe.
And,
That's so sexy.
and low.
This is the B flat because we have 2.
That's too low anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, because is enabled the pedal notes. Pedal notes are when you can, if there is another piston that allows to play the first harmonic of the pipe, the full wavelength of the pipe, because brass instrument mainly start to play from the second harmonic, the second overtones. Otherwise, you have you miss some notes.
Right.
Because you have 7 pipe, 7 path, and you play, for example, the trumpet. Okay, with the trumpet I know better. Okay, use the same this note. You are using the same wavelength. In the low register, I have not so much density of harmonic to play every note.
Let him have a go. Just quick with it.
Let's finish.
Yeah,
and then
just
Yeah, you want
just let him have a go. Come on, you're gonna have fun, man. Look, it's
I will.
crazy.
with a trumpet.
Come on.
Trumpet is
Trumpet,
okay.
trumpet.
Yeah. Remember the pedal.
pedal.
The pedal.
Now that's getting in there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm barely tapping. Amazing.
Thank you for
Amazing.
coming. I'm honored to show.
Absolutely.
Make it.